issue that we chatted about outside before the event, the war on drugs. We have a question that says, whether the issue is framed in terms of economics or social impact, the war on drugs has been a wasteful failure. As president, would you end federal prohibition of cannabis as a first step?
Oh, I sure would. I'd take it off Schedule 1 as a Schedule 1 narcotic first day in office. It's full disclosure, I'm on the board of a New York Stock Exchange company that's in the business, but this has been my position for a long time. In fact, again, in my first year in office, I said, look, there's some evidence here that marijuana, cannabis, is useful in treating glaucoma and nausea from chemotherapy. Let's let it go. It can be regulated like every other drug by the National Institutes of Health. I mean, morphine, after all, is a heroin derivative. Heroin is very illegal. Morphine, I can attest, is sometimes very useful, like when you've just had your wisdom teeth out. I had all 4 wisdom teeth out, and I had a shot of morphine afterwards because it's quite painful, and asked the doctor if I could come back next week and have my other 4 wisdom teeth out. But unfortunately, they were not available. But no, I mean, as I mentioned to you in the hall, the statistics are that if you're black as opposed to white, you're 4 times as likely to get arrested for possession of marijuana. And you're 4 times as likely to get a jail sentence, a prison sentence. And that sentence is likely to be 4 times as long as if you're white. So that's not exactly rough justice. That's a 64-to-1 ratio. And I do think it accounts for a bunch of the unrest in inner city and minority neighborhoods. So I not only would make, I'm actually for states' rights here. I think if Alabama doesn't want to have cannabis be legal, the federal government should not tell them they have to make it legal. But most states are probably going to come out wanting to make it legal. And I think that's the way to go. And I've read up on the evidence from Israel, where it's been studied for 30 years. They basically have had a human trial for 30 years with 20,000 members, showing its utility not just against pain, but as substantively against cancer, and you introduce it with cytotoxins, which are cancer-killing cells, and it makes the cytotoxins much more effective. That would be CDB, which is a non-hallucinatory ingredient in cannabis. So I think there are many health applications. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but based on my readings, and you have to go study in Israel because it's been illegal to study it in the United States, which is part of a, I think, almost conspiracy by the federal government to demonize it, going back to the days of reefer madness.
So as a starting point, can we end the prohibition on researching marijuana?
Oh, no, that would all happen day 1. All happen day 1.
Good.
Yeah.
It's an exciting day 1. I will add